Well, I think the situation with the diesel emission system, really in general, for many years, is it's been a bit of a wild, wild west, right? Like it's just, there are so many conflicting ideas out there about what constitutes a good cleaning program, what method you should use, what is a clean filter, what isn't. And I think to your point, I see a lot of those misconceptions are really just an issue of not having access to good quality information. So first of all, let's give people that good quality information. Wayne, if you don't have a clean filter, if you have that unregenerated soot coming through like spaghetti after a cleaning has been done, and you install that back in your vehicle, what's the impact? What's the big deal with that?
You're not going to get any reliable service life out of that filter before it needs to be pulled again and cleaned. And if you go back through your records and say, well, the filter's been cleaned, I've put it on, driven a month, it's plugged again. Do I have engine issues? Do I have a bad DOC? It causes all sorts of questions to be raised when it really, the root cause is the original filter was not cleaned properly. So then, you're digging into your engine, et cetera, trying to figure out what might be wrong when really it's just the service provided was not correct.
Well, and the minute that you're doing exploratory diagnostics, all I'm hearing is cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching as that dollar goes up and up, right? At downtime, you have to pay the mechanic to do it. I mean, it's just that's just unnecessary cost. What kind of performance issues do vehicles encounter when they have filters that are beginning to be plugged or plugging prematurely because they weren't cleaned correctly?
Well, first of all, the engine's going to start regenerating or ask for manual regenerations more frequently. You're going to get performance issues. High back pressure can cause turbo problems, EGR problems, all sorts of issues. So, having a clean filter on your vehicle is pretty important.
When I hear all of that, I just think of like you had this situation where really at the end of the day, you just had a filter that wasn't cleaned properly. And if it's left unaddressed and you keep using that service, I hear that leads to actual problems with all these other systems. And we know and you've been on the show before, you've talked about the absolute necessity to identify upstream issues. So you're just opening yourself up to a whole bunch of trouble.
Exactly.